All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Insecured. Here we are. We're back in the studio. As you can see, I seem a little bit more professional, and that is only because of what happened last episode. If you guys remember, the people that were banging on the doors and shit, so we're screaming. The one that came through a window, I sealed it all up, sealed tight. You might still be able to hear like the little screams because he's still tied up out there. So I don't know. But I got them all settled. Whoever didn't see it last episode, there was a bunch of little kids came crawling inside my apartment because of what I was saying, and so I guess I just want to make sure that that's all cleared up. Now I got these on, so that way there's going to be no break-ins. You know, no one's going to break in because the only thing we're doing today is breaking out. The only thing we're breaking today is news. Breaking news. I got some people a little angry about calling Lizzo fat. Weirdly, you know. I mean, it makes sense. You can't call anyone fat, I guess. I don't know why. Because there's only two types of fat people I've ever met. People that are 100% okay with being fat and love it and embrace it and love fat jokes and will let you say whatever the fuck and like poke out their belly and shit like they're a fucking goddamn hippo. Or you got the people that are insecure and you can't say anything. You'll walk around eggshells around them. Ironically, after all the eggshells they've fucking eaten, all right? It's one or the other, all right? And there are people that come to defend all fat people in general, which I think is just weird. It's a weird thing, a skinny person defending a fat person, you know, as if they need your help, right? That's what I would say. The only time you get to defend a fat person is if they ask for help. But I don't think a fat person's ever said, hey, guys, help me. Help me. Any famous fat celebrity, let me be clear, has never asked for help from the general public to have people stop making fun of them for being fat. Now, it was said in lots of those comments that I was also fat, which, hey, if the internet calls me fat, I guess I must be fat, right? Same way Lizzo must be fat if I call her fat. So I don't see what the issue is then. If we're both fat, what's the problem? You can call me fat, and as a fat person, then I can make fun of other fat people. Who else can't? Who can't make fun of a fat person if it isn't for other fat people? Well, no one should be making fun of someone for their weight. You know what? I agree, but people do. So how about this? How do we stop that? We all just stop saying fat? We all just stop describing someone as fat? I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a term to say, to call someone fat. Hey, that person, this fat guy down the street, fat guy on the bus the other day was like blah, 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 blah. And yeah, Lizzo, she's like the fat rapper. She like raps about how fat she is. That's like her thing. She's fat, but people like it because they like want her to stay fat. That's the weirdest part. Like, how skinny can how healthy can Lizzo really be before she starts losing fans because she's no longer fat and they don't have anything to fight for then? They have no reason to like her because she's not a minority anymore, right? She can't be defended. They have no defense. They got no defense. They got no linemen. They just got no linemen, all right? Lizzo could be a good lineman. Lineman Lizzo, that's her next album. Touchdown. I got those touchdown titties. Fourth and go down. Third and down. I got that punty pussy. Cunty pussy. How about that? Can't use cunt. Not allowed to wear, can't use cunt. You can't use cunt. People don't like the word cunt. Never understood people hating on cunt. Mostly just because I've never heard it. I've never heard it be used in a bad way. That and the F word. But the F word is the one I won't actually say. Because I actually feel like the F word is worse than cunt. I feel like the demographic that those separate demographics, those separate groups of cunt and then the F word, that those two groups, the F word group has had it a little bit worse. I think though, right? Because women used to get, isn't that the whole thing? Women would get fucking punched by their husbands, like you fucking cunt, right? You cunt, get over here, meatloaf, like that is bad. That's bad. That sounds bad to me. But, that doesn't happen anymore. Or I've never done. That's one where I can solely stand behind the fact, in my defense, for those two words specifically, where I'm like, I would never use it like that. I use it like, oh, my friend, I threw the keys. I was like, hey man, go grab us grab me this, pick up the shit from Wawa. I'm too drunk. Here, take my car. He drops the keys in the ground. I go, oh, you cunt. You fucking cunt. And he goes, yeah, sorry, man. And he walks out. That's it. That's all I'd use it for. More in like a joking way. I mean, that is a joke. Is it though a joke? Is it really a joke? Yeah. The joke is that he's not actually a cunt because there's no such thing, right? Isn't that the whole point of why we hate the word is because there's no such thing? So like being offended materializes the word. It makes it exist. It makes cunts exist. You and your brain now agree or say, oh, cunts have to exist because you're saying it. Or I just like to say, why can't we just remove the people or image attached to that word specifically? Why can't we just remove it and just use it as vowel and just things someone says, cunt? It's just an expression now, cunt. That doesn't mean anything now. It no longer has meaning. I just decided it right here, right now. I just signed the bill. Look, it's getting mailed out tomorrow. This goes out to the general public tomorrow. The cunt bill, cunty Congress. Get your cunt Congress ready. Get Congress. You better get ready, you cunts. All you cunts in Congress. Because I just signed the bill to make cunt no longer bad. What are you going to do about it? Call me a cunt? Call me a bigot? Call me a racist? Yeah, I'm racist because I use the word cunt. But the other word, the F word, that one I'm like, all right, you know what? I won't say it. But I also have never said it in a derogatory way. I've only ever said it to people that I knew were 100% not offended by it. I would never knowingly say that word to someone who would be offended by it. But you, Conall, you don't get to choose who gets offended by stuff. You're right. So then why bother speaking? If I have no control over what people get offended by, and you can be offended by any word, what's the point in speaking at all? Anyone in general. I know the comments say, yes, you should probably stop speaking. I kind of agree. But I got the headphones. I mean, I'm hearing myself now. It sounds pretty good. I sound kind of sexy. I sound kind of like a little boy on his first day of school after he gets picked up from soccer practice and he gets home with a popsicle in his mouth. That's my impression of Joe Biden. 1.2 billion. Put that clip in. But yeah, words mean nothing. We give words meaning. We humans, we gave words meaning. The same reason why we don't know what the fuck a lion says when it goes rawr, right? We just hear rawr. We literally wrote out R-O-A-R, rawr. That's what we wrote out. But he goes rawr. It's like, what if the lion was like, no, dude, it's R-A-A-R. There's no O. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about with the O there. There's no O's in rawr. It's just rawr, there's no O's there. So, and then we were like, well, because it's roar. That's why, because you're roaring. No, dude, it's just rawr, right? What if the lion came out and said that, right? Why can't we just decide these words don't mean anything? I think it's because people don't want to take away the meaning behind these words because then they don't have anything left to fight for. Then they have nothing else. See, the only reason why, like, imagine for a second, if the word cunt didn't mean anything, would you be offended by it? No, right? I don't think you would. So why can't you just now think that it doesn't mean anything? Like, why can't you just now think that? Is it because I don't? Why are you caring? Because that's not what you think. Well, you don't need to care about me, all right? Let's all not care. Let's all not care together. I saw a guy at the gym the other day try to claim two sides of the fucking... he tried to claim two machines at once. The biggest asshole I saw at the gym. He was he put his phone down on one of the benches, went to the other side of you can put on like the machines of like pulling down and whatever. Went to the other side, started doing some lat pull downs, right? In the middle of like a second or third set, some person walks over to this bench, picks up the phone, kind of does like a quick little look around, and the guy in the middle of the lat pull down stops, clang, right? You hear the fucking like of the thing. The guy says, hey, put that down. That's my phone. Can you put it down, please? And so the guy puts it back down on the bench, and then kind of like, and the guy goes, all right, thank you, and sits back down and finishes his sets of lat pull down, and then finishes that set. A minute later, gets up, walks back over to that bench, picks up his phone, puts it in his pocket, and starts doing the rowing thing. Like, What a piece of shit cocksucker asshole that dude is for just claiming up 2 fucking spots. I would never do that. I'm a little insecure bitch too. Like when people ask me at the gym, they're like, "Hey, you gotta," like when they try to do the gesture of like if you have headphones on like this, right? You can kind of like tell if a guy kind of just walks up next to you and is just kind of like, and you kind of got to look over and be like, and they're like, "How many you got sets?" And I'm like, I always, for some reason, I freeze up, and I always say I only have one more left. Even if I fucking don't. Even if that's not true. Even if I'll be done with my first set. And I'm like, you know what, Conall, we're going hard today. I want to do like 4, maybe even fucking, it's a busy day at the gym, call it 5 sets. Because I don't know if the other machines are open. So I might just do 5 sets on this bad boy, all right? I'm not really too on like a schedule or a fitness plan. I should be. I'm not. Put your fitness plan in the comments below. Put a plan down there. Put in God's plan. How does God get so ripped? What is God's number? Where does he live? Why can't I have sex with God? Clap, clap. Anyway, so I want to put him, I'm not doing a plan, so I was going to do like 5 sets, and then the guy comes over after my first set and is like, "Hey, how many more you got?" And I just go, I'm a little bitch boy. I'm a bitch. You're bigger than me, so that means you matter more, even though I'm at the fucking gym. The whole point of why I'm here is to get better and get bigger. But I go, I only have one more. I only got one more. Even though that's a fucking lie. I literally, at that point, I wanted to do 4 more. And even if I'm doing 3 sets, I always just say, I got one more. Because I don't want to disappoint them. Even though I don't know what the worst case, like, I've never had it where I've gone, I got one more, and they go, fuck you, dude. Really? You have one more set to do? That's fucking outrageous. That's so fucking dumb, dude. Fuck you. I've never had that happen. I've never seen it happen. Never even heard of that happening. But for some reason in my head, my dumb brain's like, I don't want him to hate me. Help him out. Help him out in any way I can. I only have one more to do. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why I got to do it to him. Why does it suck to wake up in the morning? I swear that's like the least favorite part of like my entire life right now is waking up. And immediately that sounds like, sound the alarms, get the therapist in here. Kick down the doors like what happened last episode. Let's get everyone inside here to help this guy out. He doesn't like waking up. Quick, let's make him not want to do it even more by talking about it for him. We know what he feels, so shut up, you. I've had that before. Everyone's had that. Who's gone to therapy has had that. Anyway, the point is, I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why. If I'm responsible, I'm eating healthy, I'm going to the gym, and I'm going to sleep early enough, I'm getting my work done, I'm happy, I'm healthy, but I still wake up wanting to fucking kill myself. What is it about waking up that is just so fucking terrible for me and for humans in general? Like, why is it so terrible? I think about that all the time. Like, when I'm waking up, I get so existential. I'm like, what the fuck is it right now? Because I'm happy with where I work. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with where I am in life. But for some reason, I want to fucking die right now. I don't want to do anything. I want to go back to bed. I would forego an entire day of work just to not of payment and fucking opportunities and seeing people I love just to go back to sleep. What is it? I'm so like psychologically curious or whatever it is, chemically, biologically curious of in my head. What's the fucking thing that's making me hate this? And how do I stop it? Because I'm eating healthy, I'm going to sleep, I'm doing everything right, but yet here I am still waking up wishing that I had the fucking gun that my cousin wanted to give me that one time. That he put in my hand, I felt something. I was like, yeah. Like, I felt something. It was different. I would never do it. I would never kill myself. I would never kill myself. Because then you got nothing left. If you kill yourself, then you're just zero, right? You might think you're zero now, but you're never actually zero. You're always going to be at least 10. You might not be 100, but I think in general, most human beings, even people without limbs, callback, will probably at least at 10. I mean, wait, how about that question? Am I a 10? Are you a 10? Never understood that. It's a weird thing that once I started getting a relationship, I got recommended more of those dumbass fucking dating podcasts. What do you even call those things? The fucking Fresh and Fit, and then the whatever, and then like Andrew Tate. For some reason, after I started dating, it was like, we don't want her going out to bars or clubbing or doing anything. Are you a 10? That's the question, though, right? Are you a 10? Yeah, where did you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? And like you see all these women, all these ladies going, I'm a 10. Oh, I'm a 10. I'm a 10, sweetheart. You betcha I'm a 10. Yeah, you betcha. And it's like, 10 means that there's no need for improvement, which just doesn't make sense from a fucking 25-year-old. It doesn't make sense that a 19-year-old on OnlyFans is saying she's a 10. That's it. Because then that is it. That's the point. 10 means perfect. 10 means perfection. No room for improvement. You think you are 100% perfect. Now, it's perfectly okay for other people to think you're 100% perfect. I mean, that's a whole nother debate, right? You wouldn't call your girlfriend a 10. It's like, yes, of course I would, because she's my girlfriend. Yes, of course I would call my girlfriend and all my friends, right? If they were like, well, my little sister, am I a 10? Yeah, sure, you're a 10, right? I mean, we'll just talk about it looks. I mean, wait, what? But that's the question, right? Whether or not you're a 10, because 10 means no improvement. Like I know the best I'll ever be is a 6, all right? And that means, like, going to the gym. I've been going to the gym. I'm wearing something nice. I'm going out, right? So I'm actually wearing, like, or I'm, like, at, like, a nice gathering. Like, I'm in, like, a nice suit or some bullshit, right? I'm putting something on. I either, like, look really, really fancy or I have, like, something really that makes me look cool, right? And I'm going to the gym. But I know I'm a 5, right? I know I'm not getting higher than a 6 if I'm really pushing it, all right? And I think that's okay. Because I know that there's improvement. I know that I need to improve. I know that when I wake up in the morning wanting to fucking die, that's something that's wrong. That means I gotta start improving, right? And that's what I'm fucking doing this for. It's all for self-improvement, I think. Like, imagine that. He's a 10, but he has a podcast.